Hey guys, this is Pedro back with another interview, this time covering Valorant Champions 2025 in Paris, France. My guest at this time is hvoya of XLG, coming off of their opening match against Paper Rex, in which they came out losing 2-0, but thus still having another chance to bounce back in the later parts of their run. And so, hvoya, thank you so much for the opportunity for this interview. Really do appreciate it. And of course, commiserations on this series loss, a tough way to go down. First and foremost, I want to ask you the obvious opener. How are you feeling? What's going through your mind?
I think obviously I'm a little bit sad because I thought at least we could win one map. At least I was sure uh, from the start of the day when I wake up. I had a good feeling that match should be a banger. It should be like really fire match. Unfortunately, we couldn't show up our real ability in the server, and we managed to lose. But it's okay. We take it as an experience, and I hope we have enough time to do some VOD review and fix our like major mistakes for the upcoming matches. Thank you.
I mean, for sure. I mean, you guys clearly had a plan in place when you guys opted for buying and, had that comp change as well in line or in consideration with the opponent you had at your hands for today. First and foremost, I mean, you kind of already mentioned or answered a few questions behind going for that buying map in the map pool. But I want to ask you for this occasion, what gave you the feeling that like choosing four bind gave you like an edge for this opening part of the series against Paper Reds?
Sorry, ask again.
Yeah, what did you feel gave you the edge when it came to choosing bind in comparison to other maps?
Um, I would say first of all, beside that, Bind is one of the best map from PaperX. Of course, this team level is like I would say PaperX doesn't have like a weak map at all. They have like Abyss and Icebox, but Abyss they ban and Icebox is out of the pool. But in terms of Bind, we don't rely on enemy comfort pick. We rely on our comfort pick, and I think Bind that we have is actually really good. We just lost a couple ecos because of those couple ecos. We lost economy, and then we didn't farm enough orbs to secure some old rounds. And I hope it could be another scenario on Bind because you know when you're losing eco, you actually don't deserve to win the map, and you can see result on the stream that we didn't win. So that's just our punishment, and we take it.
Yeah, like everything kind of stayed equal or even for the first half of Bind, and then once you guys went over into defense side, that's when they pulled away and came away with the victory on that part. Going on to onto the defense side, in light of what you've been saying about how the team performed there, what do you think made it difficult for you guys to play well on that side from your point of view?
I think there is a big problem with adaptation because you can clearly see the path of their executes. For example, when they run A, something likes to flood like triple with the flash. Still, we have some people who is looking at the smoke that is right in front of you and dying to the flash that comes out of the smoke. And like these things, when you cannot adapt to the enemies when they run the same thing, I think it's crucial for us and for anyone who plays Valorant. And it's okay, you know, we are a team of rookies, and I hope they will get some experience from that. No matter what's going to happen in the future with us in this roster, and so yeah, the main problem is adaptation. That's it.
Was it just sort of the same issues that affected this team also in Sunset, or were there anything that kind of caught your eye in that
Oh no
regard?
no no no. Sunset is different case. For me, Sunset is like even though we started to do a lot of ego picks and blah blah blah. I think the main issue was a communication. Like there is a perfect example that something is wrong. Like when we played second pistol, we play defense, and we got a triple flank. We had 5v3. Then PaperX push City. They trade City guys, and it's 3v3 or 4v3 doesn't matter. Um, Everyone is screaming Viva to defuse Spike. He doesn't react. I don't know why he's staying in front of the spike. It took him like 3-4 seconds to realize that everyone is calling him to defuse the spike, and it's like miscommunication that takes some time, like 3-4 seconds, let's say. But those 3-4 seconds are very crucial in some particular moments. I would say in most of the plays you have in Valorant, and this is like just an example. And we had like many things like this during the sunset. And also, let me think. I don't think adaptation is a problem on sunset, but yeah, I would say it's just communication problem most of all.
Yeah, yeah, and the broadcast caught you like being very animated, being like very passionate in your timeouts, and just explaining to the team, okay, you got to do this and this and that, just to get you guys back on the same level. Walk me through, the timeouts and what you would kind of say to the team in those times, when in those little time that you have.
So basically, when I pause, I usually point out some like major mistakes, like very important mistakes to fix ASAP. And like I would say, I use half of the pause for that, and then another half of the pause I use for doing some calling. Uh, Mostly in attack, I do some calls like 2-3 rounds prior, and in defense, I just ask them to do some setup and blah blah blah. And then I maybe tell them like what is the main goal for our default that we have to use. And also I point out the like some trigger things from enemies that they do to understand where they want to feed.
And of course, and with this result, now you guys go down to the lower bracket of this group, awaiting the loser of the Giant X and Sentinels matchup, whoever it is that comes down. They're playing right now at the moment, so we're not sure right now who's going to be. But nevertheless, does it matter to you on who you guys face or not? Like when it comes to preference.
For me personally, it doesn't matter. I will take both matches, Sentinels or Giant X. Uh, Obviously, I want rematch with Sentinels, but whatever gonna happen, whatever gonna drop to us, we will take it with respect, and we will be we want to make sure we can finally win international match. And of course, our main goal is to qualify out of the groups for the playoffs.
With the format as it is in the VCT, and how this season turned out at the very end, it's not two Ascension teams qualified out of China and are in this competition. Your team is one of them, which is definitely a job well done on that. But nevertheless, just having to try to surpass DRG, do you feel like, this adds a lot of pressure to how you guys are performing or have to perform in this competition?
Personally, I think team mode is like we don't have that extra pressure. Of course we know that we are fighting for a VCT slot now, but I don't think we have extra pressure because of DRG banking champions with us. Of course, I'm happy they also can represent China, and I think they step up a lot, uh, comparing from stage one team to stage two team. And um, whatever better team gonna stay in VCT, and if someone gonna drop, we still have a chance. Like we or DRG have a chance to qualify back through Ascension.
Of course, and with that said, one more question. I want to make it very quick. One thing, most important thing that you feel the team has to work on the most from now to the next match, what would that thing be?
That will be stop losing equals. We're gonna stick again how to play against equal.
Of course, well said on that. hvoya, thank you so much once again for the interview. Really do appreciate it, and of course, hopefully you guys can bounce back in that next match. So thank you very much, and best of luck in the future.
Thank you.